Have you ever wondered how retailers are so spot on with the emails that they send you, how it makes it feel like they're speaking directly to you and your needs and exactly where you are in either your research process or your buying process? Maybe you're researching the latest, greatest mattresses or just some really good shoes for fall or winter, and all of a sudden you get an email and it just speaks directly to you. That is because of proper list segmentation, and I'm here to talk to you about that today. So if you really want to be able to grow your email list and increase the results from your email list, you need to be segmenting your emails. But before we get into that, be sure to like and subscribe if you are interested in learning more marketing and advertising tips and tricks for your online store. My name is Chris Schneider, and I run a marketing and advertising agency specializing in helping online stores grow, and we are called Handshake Digital. We do social media advertising, social media marketing, and email marketing services. All right, so you want to increase the results of your email marketing, right? So you want to have better open rates, better click rates, and better revenue per email send, right? It's everyone's dream. Email is one of those wonderful platforms that just don't seem to stop delivering for us. It works so well. And with the power of something like Klaviyo backing your online store, you now have the ability to properly segment your lists and put people into buckets or verticals. And the goal here is that you are getting them into the areas in which they want to be in based on their either browsing habits or purchasing habits. And it's also going to let you send super targeted emails. So let's say I am a fan of the Cleveland Browns, but I'm not a fan of the Pittsburgh Steelers, right? And if I get an email saying, hey, buy your Pittsburgh Steelers gear today, well, I'm not going to do that. I'm not a fan of that team. But if it says, hey, buy, your Cleveland Browns gear today, sweet, then I'm going to go ahead and click that email. And maybe I don't buy, but I at least click the email, open it up, and get to the website. The beautiful part of doing this is email is an owned medium, meaning you have a list. You're not running ads to hopefully get people into your website. You have a list that you can send to and that you can kind of exercise, if you would, warm them up to the idea of receiving your emails. And maybe they know that your emails are always packed full of either good deals or really cool products or anything along those lines. So that's A. But B, what's really nice about it is if you get them, let's say you are running ads on something like Facebook, you get them to click an email, they open it up, they do some online shopping, and they decide not to check out. Well, then your ads can retarget them, but you can also have an abandoned cart flow. So proper email segmentation is key for email marketing success. Now, let's go ahead and dive into Klaviyo and understand how to set up segments for your business so that you can grow your email marketing results. All right, so once you get settled inside of the Klaviyo list and segments section here, we'll dive in. So just a quick reminder on the difference between lists and segments. Lists are static. You have to be added to them. A person has to either sign up for them or they need to be added to them. A segment is something that's built dynamically based on user interactions, based on whether it's emails or websites. So what I'm going to do today is I want to identify people that are in my list who did not open my most recent email sent. Who didn't open it? Have you ever had those where you've gotten an email, you didn't have a chance to open it, and you get a follow-up email? Well, just so you know, that I would hope that company is not sending just a follow-up email to everyone who received it. They're just sending an email to those who didn't open it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the campaign name of our last sent. I'm going to go ahead and create a new segment here. And I'm going to say, so we're going to identify the non-openers of the mystery tea ending sale. So someone has or has not done, person has, and there's so many options here. This particular client has a website that is connected into Shopify with the Klaviyo app. So there's so much available here. So what I'm going to say is they've received an email at least once in the last 30 days. And there's a lot of definitions here, but we are going to say they've received an email once in the last 30 days. And we're going to add this little filter button that was in the right, where campaign name, and I'm going to add in mystery T ending email, right? So as I start to type, it starts to kind of give me an idea here. So I'm going to click this. And then I'm going to add in another condition here. And this is crucial. Understanding conditional logic is going to be very helpful here. So not the or, it's currently set on or. I want it to be and. Someone has or has not done. They have not. Let's see, they have opened an email, let's see, 0 times in the last 30 days. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to add a little filter. I'm going to say the campaign name, and we're going to start typing mystery T ending. So basically, here's what it came down to. People that received the mystery T ending email is 4,659. But people who did not open this particular email is quite large here at 15,369. Now, one thing I wanted to be mindful of is like this number is based on only this condition, not the combination of the conditions, right? That's where this number up here at the top comes in. So of all the people that, received the email, and then these people open it 0 times, this entire segment is 1,614. So if I wanted to, I can create a segment specific to this based on the actions of someone with their email. And I could schedule a campaign or build a campaign and schedule it around some sort of follow-up email, right? Say, this one was ending. So this one, if I wanted to, I could say like last chance, we swear. And I could send an email campaign for that. The goal is that it's going to drive up open rates and click rates because of the fact that there's urgency behind it and because of the fact that they haven't performed an action on that particular email. Now, what I will say is if you send 1 or 2 follow-ups like this and you're building this out and you're still not getting opens and clicks on that, then there's no need to continue sending to those people. Maybe the subject line and preview text aren't hitting. Maybe that is making them not want to kind of interact here, or maybe it's making them not want to open the email. So it's something to think about. Maybe you have a little bit of a mismatch there, but this is key. Now, here's why this is key as well. You should never be sending emails to your entire list of contacts every single send. So this is key. And if you haven't watched our previous video on email, how many campaign sends can you send and how many times can you send emails to your list? This video that you're watching now is a direct follow-up to that. I wanted to make this because of the fact that they go hand in hand. So what you'll see here is when I'm going to go over to the campaigns section here, and you are going to see that in here, we have a couple of things, right? So there are these emails right here, new Browns launches, and you can see all of these here. These are all lists and segments that we're sending to. So we're sending to engaged 30 days, basically anyone who is engaged in our email marketing the last 30 days. I'm also going after Browns customers. So this is anyone who has purchased something that is in that Cleveland football category. Then we have HG Browns fans. Now, these are people that on the website, they have selected that they're a Browns fan in our email sign-up form. This is crucial. Sign-up forms are key to driving segmentation. And so this is Browns fans. So potentially, these are people that have not purchased though. New subscribers. So anyone who's newly added to the list, they should be engaged in this, engaged 30 anyway, but just in case. Potential purchasers. Now this is one of those ones where Klaviyo gives us some interesting pre-made segments, and one of them is potential purchasers. They take a look at when your customer base starts to reorder. So if you have a brand new Klaviyo account, you're probably not going to have this data, but if you have an established one, then this is going to start to fill out. And this gives you an idea of like these people are probably on the verge of purchasing because their habits are showing that maybe they buy every 6 months, maybe they buy once a year, maybe they buy every other month, whatever it is. their buyer habits are basically setting off alarm bells for Klaviyo saying these people are potentially going to purchase. And then you have our VIP customers, and this is going to be someone who has purchased multiple times from you, who's a brand fan of your particular brand. But what you'll notice is, like, as we do this, I did a resend, and then we did this 13th anniversary announcement where it's different, right? So it's engaged, but then it's HD, all emailable contacts, new subscribers, potential. And here's why you want to send to all of these segments, even if there's overlap. First off, they won't get multiple emails if there's overlap, so don't worry about that. But second, what you can start to get a better understanding of, if I click into this campaign, is I can look at audience breakdown here, and I can see each list or segment, and then I can start to understand the open rates, bounce rates, click rates, and place to order rates, and revenue per segment. So I get a really, really good understanding on what this looks like. Now, here's one thing to note. Your engaged 30-day segment, to me, is one of your most valuable segments that you can run with. These are people who are paying attention to your brand. So e-commerce, the thing I always say about e-commerce is it's an attention game. If you have the attention of your potential customers, then you can convert them more than likely. But are you touching them in enough points, right? Do you have enough touch points for them? Do you have ads and organic social and email marketing going? I know it's a lot. Be sure to download our e-commerce sales booster kit if you have not seen that yet. That is chock full of amazing tactics and subject lines and send times and all this great information for your marketing and advertising. But this engaged 30 days, look at this. I mean, you're talking a super low bounce rate, right? Open rate is almost 70%, which is very, very nice. 6% click rate is really great. And then you have, the 0.11%, placed order rate is low, but with this one in particular, this is a mystery tea deal, so it's not really going to resonate with everyone that clicks into it. But here's this other one, this potential purchasers. And again, this is using Klaviyo's built-in, logic of we think this person is going to reorder soon. So their open rate was pretty nice as well, almost 60%, but their click rate was through the roof. This shows that these people in this list were more willing to click and get on the site than any other segment. That's a valuable segment to have. Now, they didn't order anything for this one, but that could just be an audience kind of mismatch. This is just not the content that they were looking for this one, right? So this is why I send to multiple lists and segments for every send that we have, because it gives us valuable data on this information. And it also allows us to understand one thing you can do that people oftentimes forget, and I'm going to go here and create new segment. I'm going to create an unengaged segment. So the exact opposite, unengaged L30. So this is going to be person has received an email at least once in the last 30 days. And then, person has opened an email 0 times in the last 30 days. And make sure you're setting these and conditions. Person has clicked email 0 times in the last 30 days, right? So what we're doing is we're creating this unengaged segment. And it's a pretty big number for them, right? It's a pretty big number. And so basically, here's the other condition I'm going to add here. And this is one that's very important. A lot of people watch. So this number here, hold on, let me trash this really quick. What is this number up at the top? 9,029. So then I'm going to add another condition where someone can or cannot receive email marketing. And this is a telltale sign if your list is either old and you pulled it over from something else, or if you bought a list and these people didn't actually sign up for your email. Now this one, you can see there wasn't that much of a drop off. So it's actually, this is a healthy list because of the fact that there wasn't a drop off here once I added this condition in here. We've had clients in the past where they've had 150,000 person lists and 80,000 of them were not emailable. 80,000 of them did not sign up for, have a consent marker on their profile. So here's what I'm going to do. Engage L30. Someone has or has not done. They've received an email in the last 30 days and they have not opened an email in the last 30 days. They have not clicked an email in the last 30 days. Basically, these guys are kind of checked out. So here's what I like to do. I like to start a couple different things. I like to start excluding them from my emails because you clearly are not paying attention. And guess what? We want higher open rates. We want higher click rates because that keeps our deliverability score high. Second, what we can do with this particular segment is, and I can get into this in a future video, is we can build out a flow that gives them one last kind of offer. Hey, we noticed you haven't been around in a while. We miss you. Here's 20% off your order. Be sure to check out today, though. This offer only lasts for 48 hours. Put an end time to it, right? And if they still don't respond to any of that, then what we do is we actually suppress them from the account. We remove them from the account because our goal is a healthy list that engages. Our goal is a healthy list that wants to, have these emails in their inboxes. And so the better your open rates and click rates are, and the better that your deliverability is because of those open rates and click rates, then the more chance you have of winding up in people's primary inboxes and not into their promotions tab or spam folders or anything like that. So this has been lists and segments inside of Klaviyo for e-commerce specifically. I hope this was super helpful. Be sure to get in here and just mess around. You never know what sort of lists and segments you could create that are going to be super valuable for your business and drive better clicks, better engagement, and better sales. I hope you found this video valuable for your online store, and hopefully it gives you the tools and the resources you need to grow your email marketing efforts, whether it's just more revenue per email send, better open rates, better click rates, or proper growth in your email list. I really hope that you find the success in your email marketing so that you can truly see just how powerful of a platform that still is on online businesses in 2024. Until next time, see you guys later.